Hello guys, this is Haytham Ben Sliman and you are watching Ruby tutorials. In this lesson today, I will show you how to use and create blocks in Ruby. So first of all, let's understand what are blocks in Ruby. So blocks in Ruby are chunks of code that can only be executed inside a function that have the same name of that block. We will be using a special keyword to call a block inside a function. I know that it seems a little bit confusing and complicated, but in real life it's pretty easy. Let's get started. So the first thing that we need to do is to create a function. I'm gonna call it def test. Inside this function I'm gonna print a little message, so it will be you are inside the function here. So this is my first message, and now I'm going to create my first block. So as I said before, the block must have the same name as the function that in which he will be called. So this is how we declare a block. So just type its name and put open and closing braces. This is how we declare a block. So now inside the block I'm going to put a little piece of code. So puts you are inside the block. Now, as I said before, to call a block from a function, that we have to use a special keyword. That keyword is yield. So to call a block from a function, we have to use the keyword yield. And I have to repeat and I must insist that a keyword must have the same must have the same name of the function that in which he will be called. So now let me test this piece of code and let's see the result. So as you can see here, the execution of this program here will begin by this line of code here. You are inside the function. And then when the interpreter reaches this line yield here, it will call this block and will execute this line of code here inside this block here. Now if I add another line of code here, so you are inside the function again. Let me test this line of code here. So as you can see here, it prints in the first step, it prints you are inside the function. Then it reaches this line, so it calls this block and it executes this line of code here inside this block. You are inside the block. Then when it finishes executing the chunk of code inside this block, it returns to the function and continues to execute the code inside this function. So it prints you are inside the function again. So I can call the block another time here. So I can do whatever I want. So let me run this program. So as you can see here, when I add another time yield, the keyword yield again, it it calls the block another time and it executes the code from this block, and as you can see here, it executes you are inside the block. So now I will show you how to use blocks and how to call it. And when we call it, we can pass parameters to this yield keyword. So let's get rid of this code here and let's make another function. I'm gonna call it def who I am. So this function will print a little message. So puts I am a Ruby developer, and then I will create a block that have the same name of the function. So, and open and closing curly braces. So here I'm just going to change it to lowercase, and that's it. So this is my block here, and this is the function in which our block will be called. So now I'm going to write the parameters that I'm going to use them when I'm going to call my block inside my function. So here the first parameter will be name, and the second will be age, and then we are going to print a little message. So my name is interpolation name, and I am interpolation again, and age years old. So those so you can call a block and pass some parameters to the yield keyword. You have to predefine those parameters inside your block. So here now, when I want to pass some parameters, to my yield block here, so my yield keyword, all I need to do is giving value to my first parameter, so the name, my name, and the second one is age, so I'm going to put 24, and let's test our piece of code here, and let's see the result. So as you can see here, the first line will be executed, puts I'm a Ruby developer, it will be printed here, then the yield here calls this block here and will execute this line here, and as we are passing some parameters here, so it will print my name, and it will print the value of the first parameter that I put here, which is my name here, and then the second parameter that I have passed is 24, so it will print it in our message. So my name is Haytham Ben Slimane, and I am 24 years old. So I think that's all for this lesson today. I think I'm going to make another another short video about blocks, because I think I have to add another thing. But that's all for this video, and I hope you have learned something from it, and see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.